My siblings took the millions and kicked me out with nothing but a worthless rusted key, but they didn't realize I own the dirt their mansions are built on. My father was a man of secrets, and my siblings Mark and Sarah were people of greed. The day of the funeral, they didn't even wait for the dirt to settle before they started carving up the empire. Mark took the $10 million mansion and the tech company, while Sarah grabbed the luxury cars and the offshore accounts. They looked at me with pity as the lawyer handed me a small, rusted iron key and a note that simply said, "For the one who stayed." Before the sun went down, Mark had changed the security codes to the estate. "Go find a locker that key fits," he sneered, tossing my suitcase onto the driveway. Sarah laughed from the balcony of the house I grew up in, telling me to never come back. I spent that night in a cheap motel, clutching that rusted key, wondering why my father had abandoned me. The next morning, I drove 3 hours to a dusty, old-fashioned bank in our hometown. That key opened a private vault that hadn't been touched in 30 years. Inside wasn't gold or cash. It was a thick stack of land deeds and a legal contract. My father had been playing the long game. He had bought the massive plot of land our family mansion sat on through a private shell company decades ago. He never transferred the land to his personal name. He only leased it to himself for $1 a year. A week later, Mark and Sarah were throwing a massive victory party at the mansion. I walked in right as Mark was raising a toast to his new life. The room went silent. "I told you to stay away," he hissed. I just smiled and handed him the legal notice. "The lease for this land expired the day Dad died," I told the room. "Mark, you own the bricks and the roof. Sarah, you own the furniture. But I own the ground you're standing on. Effective immediately, the rent is $50,000 a month, paid in advance. If you can't pay, you have 24 hours to move your house off my dirt." Their faces went from arrogant to terrified in seconds. I realized then that while they were busy fighting for the crown, Dad had made sure I owned the kingdom.